Hello everyone, here is Coach Creso again. Today we are going to have a different video. It's going to be more fun. What we're going to do is this, I will talk about 6 specific situations: throw in, forward rule, scoring system, substitution, disciplinary, and offside. In both football and in soccer, the same situation, and you're going to tell me what would you prefer. Very simple. I mention the situation, the same situation, and I show what's going to happen in one, happen in the other, and you're going to tell me. I'm not going to say my opinion because I'm biased here, right? I'm the inventor of Leeway. So let's go. Number one, throw in. Your team has a throw in, and you are going to throw in the ball, put the ball back in game from the sideline. The other team mark all your opponents, and you have to throw in the ball with both hands on the ball and both feet on the ground. And in Leeway, what would be the same situation? You put the ball on the ground, not rolling, and you kick the ball. What would you choose? What would you prefer? Number two, the forward rule. Let's give a scenario very typical. You are playing and your team is losing for 2 or 3 goals in soccer. And the other team notices that and begins to come with the ball and then until the midfield and then kick the ball back to the defense and then into the goalkeeper. You have to follow the ball because you are losing the game. Otherwise, nothing's going to happen. You have to chase the ball in the opponent's team. This is the scenario in football that we see all the time. In Leeway, this cannot happen. We already know why. Because if the ball crosses the midfield line, you cannot kick the ball back into the defense field voluntarily. Number 3, the scoring system. You are playing, your team score 2 goals in which your teammates, and when the ball pass was exchanged by 4 or 5 players of your team, and your team scored 2 goals, and the other team scored 2 penalty kicks goals. And this game in soccer is a tie. We know that. In Leeway is 4-2 because you have 2 game goals versus 2 kick goals. 4-2 for your team because they had more team participation. Next one, substitution. This is easy. You are the coach. Your team is winning at the beginning of the second half, 3-0. You then remove your central forward. You are playing soccer. You remove your central forward attacker because you're winning 3-0. You're satisfied with that result. Well, the other team goes on to tie the game, and you still have 15 minutes of play. You cannot, your starter forward, your attacker, forward is already outside. You cannot get him back. You are playing soccer, football. In Leeway, you can do the same, but you can put your starter forward back because we have a swapping system. What would you prefer? And the next one is disciplinary. Your team is playing against a very undisciplined opponent team. And they get many yellow cards. They are abusing, tackling many of your players, and they are getting different players getting a bunch of yellow cards, but they are still playing there. This is our soccer. In Leeway, every time one of these opponents players get a yellow card, this opponent will have a timeout of 3 or 5 minutes. Typically 3 minutes because that's what most competitions prefer to have only. So during these 3 minutes, your team will have one more player on the field because this one player was removed at a timeout. We call sin-bins. So what would you prefer? And the last one is the offside. The offside is another one that is very easy. I am the coach of my team, and I noticed that you have a very strong attack, your team. So I began to advance my defense and put your attack your attackers in offside many times a game, all the time. So I cannot do that in Leeway, because in Leeway, defenders cannot put attackers in offside position. So what would you prefer? You have to decide. Do you prefer to be in a situation where the offside depends on the position of the player or not? These are the 6 scenarios that I mentioned, and answer for yourself. Thank you very much. Please subscribe and give us your opinion in our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.